Hello and welcome to the War Report. This is a show where we talk about NXT and AEW. I have returned. This is Big Cyrus. I'm back. Had a nice vacation in an undisclosed area. I was on a yacht. That's no cap. I was on a yacht. So I was doing big things. And I heard the War Report last week. Quan did his thing. Chan did his thing. I loved it. It was very cute. I loved the LGBT.
Why gotta be cute?
It was cute. I enjoyed it. I was listening to the War Report while I was on a walk. You feel me? In the rain. It was it felt very intimate, like an Usher video. But I couldn't come back alone, man.
It was just you?
Oh yeah. It was. Don't worry about that.
Right.
I didn't have the AirPod sharing. Don't worry about that. But I had to come back with some big guns. It's been a minute since we had a very special guest. So we brought in Big Marc from RSPN, from I'm Not a Genius, from Recut Gems. This is the TNT connection, baby. He is the reason why we have been recording at the worst times in the world, because he can't tell Adam Silver to just push it back a little bit for AEW, man.
Why would I do that? First off, let's start with these studios are fairly cozy, and I thank you and Quan for having me on this week. This is a very big moment here for the War Report. I'm very thankful to be able to be here and talk. But let's circle back on that. Can we talk back on that? You gave a good 5 seconds to that yacht that you were talking about. Can we give a good 2 minutes to that yacht?
Okay, 2 minutes. I scheduled a boat tour for my birthday. It was my birthday. Missed it.
You missed the yacht?
I missed the yacht. Wednesday was not even a good day anyway. So I had to pull some strings and pull up on Friday, and it was a very fun time. It was like I think it was about an hour 30. It rained for a little bit. The sun was shining. It felt very rich. You feel me? Chicago's a very nice area. I can't say I'll live there because it's cold as shit. So,
absolutely. And you
can't do it.
Time to go.
All right, let's talk about AEW, guys. What's going on?
This is just unreal timing right now.
But all right, let's actually conclude the Chicago talk.
What's going on in the trenches, man? What are we doing?
Okay, so for in the trenches,
I think we've done a couple trench talk already.
Andrade El Idolo said that he would love to work with Zelina Vega in AEW. This is with Lucha Libre Online, and he said, I would love it if she was with me. I cannot speak on that intently due to multiple stuff going on, but I would love if she joined soon or in the close future. Now, I'll just start saying this. Nah, nigga, you made your bed, live with it. You go stick with Vicky Guerrero, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's y'all thoughts on it? Because I was just like, you can't rehash the past again.
Why can't you? Look. I'm thinking right now. If Tia Trinidad or Zelina Vega, whatever she's going by, she ain't really doing shit right now. I don't think. You know what I mean? So my only thing that I think would stop her from maybe working AEW, I would imagine she wants to actually work this time, like actually wrestle. Mm-hmm. So the way the women's division has been in AEW, the women are getting reps, but it's not even on TV like that. It's like on Dark or Elevation. So, I mean, I could see it, but unless she's trying to work, I don't think she's going to be able to. She's not going to find what she's looking for in AEW. But if she just wants to be a manager, then yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Mark?
Did things fall out with the PC talk after the release of Alistair or Tommy, I should say?
I haven't heard anything since
we haven't heard anything since. If you're wondering what Mark was talking about, Zelina Vega was seen around the Performance Center, and she was rumored to work with Mercedes Martinez, who we'll talk about later on the show, to do some work with her. As far as like, her coming back in like a full capacity, shit, it would have been nice to have her there possibly being Nyla Rose's manager and actually stepping in the ring versus like what we saw earlier tonight.
Yeah, I had some opinions watching AEW for it's not the first time, but a time that Cyrus has deemed that he has tricked me into watching AEW. It was a decent trick, I must say. I did not lose too much of what I was watching beforehand, but I did notice what Cyrus was talking about, the focus on women's wrestling. It's felt like, well, especially from an AEW perspective, they seemed highly into their bigger names. The fans seemed like very, very into Nyla Rose. Of course, their women's champion in Dr. Britt Baker. I saw the 3 points that they have with the DMD. I like that shit. A little bit of emoji game. That shit was
yeah, I love it too. She's doing great.
Those are the type of things that sucker me in, and of course, I gotta keep it respectful with the Cole family. So that's very important with me. But I did like it. What I wanted to see more, like Quan said, it looks like those things happens on Dark and Elevation. Those things that are more so on YouTube, but. Having Zelina Vega in that type of area, obviously Andrade probably needs a speaking piece, and especially a speaking piece that was as well versed as Zelina was at that point in time. I know he's had a whole lot, and that it's usually the theme with the wrestlers that jump from different promotions into AEW and try and bring their hardships and their pastimes with their former company. And now with Andrade's position, he obviously can't bring his personal relationships into AEW because they are very focused in their Raw Women's Championship match. So bringing Zelina Vega in it, I don't know. It's a little bit messy because obviously things are a little bit different on how she is going to return to TV. Whichever company in any form of faction. But for now, it looks like Andrade's going to have to figure this out.
Yeah, he's going to have to get it out the mud. And the way they've been treating him on AEW, it feels like he's like bearing the sins of Charlotte. Like they're very
is it
like
sins of Charlotte?
Because what is it? They were telling Andrade, well, you're gonna have to earn your title shot. Like he was like Charlotte Flair. Like
like he was some
he was the one that was getting all the all the title opportunities that she was getting, and I was just like, and that's where it is very clear that they do take their WWE, kind of career into account because they're so very online.
Is that what's happening in Miami next week?
What is it? I just looked at the card for the Rager. Hold on, let's see what he is up to. Yes, he'll be wrestling Matt Sydal just to get some reps in because he has to earn his title shot. But we'll talk.
Is that a warm up match? Is that a rep match?
That is in
Andrade's case.
You're gonna have to. This is to get it out the mud. You feel me? This is the You can't just get your title shots like in his WWE career like that was ever like handed to him. He's always done amazing stuff and earned it. But
and granted, has he focused on since he came in? Did he shoot promos that directly went?
He wants it all, title? Baby. He said all the belts. He said I want the tag team,
all the belts,
the TNT, the heavyweight championship, the women's championship. Fuck it, TNA championship. He said it all.
Jim Ross didn't chuckle after that.
Jim Ross didn't know what he was saying.
Jim Ross was thinking a lot of things.
Oh no.
But yeah, what I liked about Andrade currently is that he's making his championship aspirations like real rather than just like, oh, I just hate this guy, so we're gonna fight for months and months. Like he wants to prove that he's the best and he's gonna do so by carrying gold. And I like that he said that, but whenever he tries to like come out or do something, they kind of like hoe him. Like I don't know why on the Saturday episode last week they were trying to do something and then they had two mid-carders come out and like cut him off, and I was just like, for what? But so far his presentation has been a little off to me, but I'm looking forward to what he's going to be doing with Matt Sydal on the Road Rager. But we'll talk more about that later. Our next topic on In the Trenches is that Vince is doing some scouting on NXT, man. Paul can't hold on to these babies forever.
Whoa! You can't just pick these out. Are there going to be is it a long?
says who?
I mean, come on, Vince. Damn, you already took a decent amount from time to time. You do it again. Who does he want?
I think the results of the main event showed, what he wants.
It showed exactly who he was looking into, and that's great.
We're gonna get into that, but
yeah, we're gonna get into that. But I know a lot of people we're ready for call-ups. That is like absolutely the case. We are ready for people to go up. NXT has been holding down a lot of people who I feel like really need to spread their wings. That's why I'm very although I'm not watching Raw in any capacity, I am very glad that Piper Niven.
3 hours.
Oh, absolutely not. On a Monday, on my day off, absolutely not. So I'm glad that Piper Niven finally got to spread her wings because NXT UK, I was telling y'all motherfuckers, man. Kaylee Ray and Mako Satomura, that shit's locked down, baby.
It was gonna be big
these
for the next couple months.
These women ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And although Mako Satomura lost the first match, they have built up a lot of women in that time, but they end up having to lose to Mako Satomura anyway. And now she is your NXT UK Women's Champion. And good luck to all the women out there dethroning the final boss.
Is that the final boss?
Yes, that's her big thing. She is the final boss. But I know a lot of people. I already said that, but I think this is more about getting a lot of those people in the PC that never really got a shot, and just taking them and just bringing them up to the main roster, like he's done with Rick Boogs. Like I think Boogs has had a couple matches on the Coconut Loop that I've seen. I think I've seen him and Matt Riddle. He's really good. I like this work that he does, but he is a personality.
Yeah, exactly. He's gotten himself highly over on SmackDown.
Yeah, so Vince can use that. What is it? Babatunde. What's his name now? Commander Aziz.
Commander Aziz.
Yeah, he's never really gotten a shot on NXT. So he's done most of his career has been doing a lot of crazy stuff on the main roster, like Raw Underground, and now this. So I think Vince can just go down to the PC and just look at all these other guys that haven't really got any reps in NXT and just be like, let's come on. Bring your ass over here. Let's see what we can do from scratch. Paul, you're taking too long.
Well, at least in Paul's case, he has the breakout tournament that's on its way.
Yes. And I think that is amazing. And we could transition into the breakout tournament. The breakout tournament will be starting off on July 13th. There are a lot of teases about who is going to come in. I don't think we're going to see the competitors until next week.
Well,
I think
there's some spoilers going on. The 205 live taping. There's some matches going on that show for some debuting wrestlers to qualify for the tournament. 30 seconds. If y'all want to skip 30 seconds ahead, if y'all want to hear nothing, it's I believe Joe Gacy was one of them. God darn, I should have wrote it. I guess he's big on the indie. Joe Gacy. There's a couple dudes names I recognize, but there's four dudes. They're wrestling on 205 Live. None of them are under 205. There's some big dudes. So
205 is what is it? NXT Dark. Fuck it.
At this point, it seems like it. You know how they did the tag team tournament on 205?
Oh yeah, when they had the women on, it was just we ain't got enough time on the main show.
They're gonna do that again for the breakout.
The champ is not even on the show, bro. Move, nigga.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about the releases yet, huh? Is that on the docket?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about how last week episode aged very poorly due to some comments on this show.
Terribly.
But yeah, I've seen a lot of potential people that are in it. At this point, after the debut of Diamond Mine, I'm not trying to predict anything NXT, man. They got a lot of motherfuckers and they could do a lot of unexpected stuff. Because when Roderick Strong came out, Tyler Russ, Vivens, and Hideki Suzuki, I was just like, this is not what we thought Diamond Mine was. We thought it was going to be that Hoss stable with all the stupid big niggas that we saw on Instagram. Motherfuckers was sticking this Tessa Blanchard and they wouldn't let it go. So the Tessa Blanchard. We're gonna go into the next thing.
Was it that deep for Tessa? They thought Diamond Mine was Tessa. Oh, it probably could have been a nickname.
Yeah, because she has a diamond on her gear, but I don't want to get into detail. But it's clearly a stable. 1, 2. We never seen her in that property of WWE PC shirt. So what?
Yeah, they don't do surprise signings. Very rarely.
They don't do that.
Like NXT do surprise signings anymore.
I can't. I would say like AJ Styles or like Luke Gallows and Dog Anderson. Luke Gallows, whatever the fuck their name is, man.
Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson.
Yeah. They like those 3 are like the last like surprise signing because like
and it wasn't even a surprise because everybody knew it.
Yeah, everybody knew they were leaving.
Even WWE.com like teased it. They were like, new free agents coming.
They were about to get them.
Yeah. But they didn't have the property of the WWE PC shirt on.
they didn't go through NXT.
Yeah, so
he had the shirt on, didn't he? Nah, he didn't.
No, but like it's crazy to me the way that people think that stuff is going to happen, especially like for Tessa Blanchard, who is very much not a big deal. I'm sorry. If they're gonna let us know Shinsuke Nakamura is coming and then try to sneak Tessa Blanchard, it's talking about dick, bro. Come on, man. Come on, guys. Let's be real, guys.
I think people should have seen that already, right? Like when Frankie Monet came and people were very hyped that they saw that the tweet that said Taya Valkyrie's on her way. Like people were very excited. I don't know if they try and sneak her through the back door with the damn curtain on.
She was wearing the property of the WWE PC shirt. She had it on.
Yeah. Ty had the PC shirt on.
They don't.
So a lot of people thought it was going to be a whole lot different, but I don't know if people see that those 2 different names. There's a huge difference.
They were pushing the agenda, brother. I don't get it. But our next topic, our main man, Drake Warts, released some text from John.
Who's man?
Whoa!
Sasha Banks, homie. Reveals some text from John Laurinaitis and WWE in their COVID situation, saying that WWE violated some human rights by saying that if you wanted to show up to work or if you did not want to wear a mask at work, you would have to be fully vaccinated. If not, which is, hey, if you don't want to be vaccinated, that's fine, but you're just going to have to follow the procedure that you already been following for almost a year now.
Over a year.
Yeah. So what's the issue now? You see the grass is greener on the experimental what do you say? The experimental medical procedure.
Medical like it's a surgery.
Yeah,
it's much ass shot.
It's much greener on this side, but the John Laurinaitis tweet. It is what I would believe what a lot of jobs have shown people is just like, hey, this is what if you're vaccinated. Shit looking up, buddy.
Mm-hmm. And he said, here in God's County, Orange County, we ain't doing that shit over here.
Yeah, that was very much it. That is the gist of it. I will not read the whole Instagram post because I would like die if I started reading. I would burst into flames if I started reading the hashtags.
Yeah.
But this is kind of what I did fear about his release in general when he got released when the news just broke out is that like he's going to get fired, he's going to kind of be a martyr, and he's going to bring in all the QAnon wackos to start targeting the WWE and get them into like some sort of like mumbo jumbo or like some sort of mix. So I'm not looking forward to the future dates where the wacko cult kind of picks up on this and they move.
I mean, they're not moving so far, so they've done a terrible job with that so far. Thankfully, everything that he had the possibility to do has failed, so hopefully it continues to be that way.
And I'm just hoping that he stays on his side, doesn't go too extreme, postal, one might say.
Well, I saw the AEW
relax.
wrestler that went over to. I probably should slap myself for not knowing this name. It was
Oh,
a big
Janela trolling.
Yeah.
There you go. He went to one of his conferences and took a photo.
So weird. Very online.
I would think is you don't from a Drake perspective, you don't know that that's Joey Janela trying to just get something off. Did he just not give a shit? Did he know?
Who the fuck is Joey Janela, man?
Oh God,
he knows. Don't do that, Drake. Let's start who Joey Janela is.
Let's start there.
Drake thought he was a janitor.
Oh, he a milkman like me.
Oh dear God.
But on a much nicer note, Ted DiBiase talks about working with Cameron Grimes and helping around in the WWE Performance Center. He says, "I had fun with the Grimes storyline. Apparently, he got rich with the GameStop, which was going through the roof. He was trying to do my stick, apparently not doing it so well. So I came back to the scene and we had fun with it."
Whoa, come on, Ted.
Yeah, he kind of spazzed out, but he was just Ted, all I can say. And he also says, "Stay tuned, it's not over." So I think that's really nice. And then he follow up saying that I've enjoyed it. It gave me the opportunity to be around new talent. I was there 2 days a week, and I said I'll be available if you have any questions or want to visit. All you have to do is ask. So he is very open to, man. Yeah, he is very open to helping out this next generation. I know that blood was flowing when
he got stomped out.
Yeah, when he took that bump,
he took that back bump. He's like, "I'm ready, I'm back, baby."
That boy was hitting the Macho Man.
That hit was totally dead. I watched the coronation, and LA Knight just turned. As soon as I saw the arm turn back, I literally yelled, "Oh shit!" And I saw Ted just drop so effortlessly. I'm like, "Oh God, that shit just caught me." And then of course Cameron Grimes completely runs out, and now we have the matches.
In Ted DiBiase's very short time in NXT, he's done a lot.
Yeah.
The work that he's done with Cameron Grimes and really LA Knight.
I was in LA Knight, more so LA Knight than Grimes.
Shot him to the moon.
Absolutely. Gave NXT a belt.
Mm-hmm. Which will be defended later. We'll talk about that in a moment. And just our last couple topics. This is something small. I don't want to go too long on this one. But Renee Young, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce her real last name. Is it
Paquette?
Okay. She says that Triple H would check on Jon Moxley following his injury in AEW. New Japan. So this is when he was in the G1 and he got a staph infection on his elbow. Hunter would constantly pull it to the side and be like, "Hey yo, he good? Hey yo, he good? Your man's good."
That's I feel like your man's good was definitely the road that he took there.
Yeah, once he read the reports, and I would just like to say that this, the narratives that WWE don't care is obviously it varies for Superstar, but I definitely think that the way that Moxley has been airing out his grievances for this past year has been shifted and molded into all sorts of things that Moxley has never really even said himself amongst people. Because I remember when he initially got released and he was going to do the indies again, when he was releasing bar fight vignettes on Twitter and stuff like that, he went on Talk Is Jericho and he really just said that I like wrestling, I like being there. I just didn't like doing, reading the script and doing the scripted promo stuff. That was literally his only big complaint. It was just I wanted to do my own thing and I couldn't. And
you gotta remember the way Ambrose or Moxley left, no one's ever left like that before. They straight up said, "Hey, he's not we fuck with him, but he's not re-signing his contract." They even gave him a farewell show. You know what I mean? So it's not like he ended on bad terms. Clearly, he had like him and Triple H or him and Vince probably have some kind of rapport. They're probably cool. I think he was just burnt out. Like, keep it a stack. Iron Man at WWE for years. You just burnt out.
Yeah, and when he would talk about pitching stuff to the creative, like, please go. Like, I know it might not be your cup of tea now, but please go listen to that Talk Is Jericho episode where he talked about his time in WWE, and he would say like, for like the Brock Lesnar thing, where he wanted to have like a full hardcore match with Brock Lesnar. Nigga, what?
Fuck no, baby.
Yeah, blood, a whole lot more than kendo sticks, nails. I'm sure.
A chain, like when he pulled out the chainsaw, like that was a really nice moment.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about pitching that moment. I think it was either to Hunter or to Vince, and then they just like put the arm over his shoulder, and it was just like, all right, man, that's not gonna work. And let me tell you why this is not gonna work, because that is going to cost us a lot of money. And he said, I understand, big dog.
Procter and Gamble about to be like, hell nah, we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all
exactly.
Once y'all clean this up.
They were just like, we do this death match, we do this thing that you want to do, we lose these sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Those are very important to institution.
Yep. As big as WWE is.
Yeah. Let me cost my job the Mini Cooper sponsorship we have.
The Kmart.
God damn it. Cyrus, what the fuck?
They might HR guy might throw hands with me for real. So like whenever he like, when he did the podcast World Tour, like a year later, I don't even know why. And he was just like kind of just saying the same thing. It was just like, guys, we have our answer. He just didn't like the scripted promo. Mm-hmm. Like that was really it. He kind of just wanted some more creative freedom, and then he left. That's it.
And people see the response to that as far as having the ability to check on your husband even after you leave as some type of thing to put against WWE. But in WWE's case, I see them viewing it as, hey, we don't got the beef. You can go on AEW and say you grabbed 10 brass rings and none of them worked, and here is gonna be better, and X, Y, and Z. You can do that if you want. We don't got the beef. Yeah. It's you that's gonna continue that in that next chapter of your career if you choose to do so.
Yeah, and I know for sure that Hunter is just like, yeah, you're working, brother. Like it works. Like that works for the AEW crowd. We've seen it with the Eddie Kingston promo, which got him some heat. I don't personally really want to talk. I don't think it's that newsworthy. But it works with the crowd. It's very, very clear that the AEW fan base, the hardcore fan base aren't really a big fan of WWE. So
it's an us against them mentality. They're the underdogs right now.
Yeah, the underdog with like literally nothing going against them currently, besides like ratings or like their own company.
But Triple H called us a pissant company.
What did we do? What is it? 2 years ago? Oh Lord, look at AEW thrive after Triple H said this, even though Raw is still stomping their asses out, and that show is terrible.
Hey, bad. It's a long 3 hours. For those that have not been watching Raw and are thinking about maybe I should pick it back up, it's a good 3 hours, at least 2 with no commercials.
Think about that, fellas.
It's at least wait to the live crowds. You know what I mean? Don't watch these Thunderdome episodes.
Oh yeah. Pour one out for the Thunderdome.
We got a couple weeks.
Still pour one out. It's
on my Daily's place. It's Daily's place now. We're on our last.
For real?
This is out the last Daily's place episode. This is it.
Oh,
we're done.
Where are they going?
They're going. What's next week? They're going to Miami. They're back.
Yes, Miami next week. But what about after that? They're not going back.
They're doing. I think they're Texas. They're doing like two shows.
Oh, they're doing tours now. Oh,
yeah, they're back on tour.
They're on the road.
Oh, they're back on road then. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna pour one out for Daily's place as well. It was a very nice venue. I definitely think they worked with it for the most part, despite the cold weather, the heat, all that. It being like an open arena.
It being
Shout
Duval
out to
County.
Oh yeah, Duval County as well. Shout out to Aunt. So it was nice. And for the last topic, I'm gonna slash one of these topics because it is late into the night. But the WWE releases. So normally, if NXT wasn't if an NXT superstar on this, I'd be like, let the A show handle it. But we lost a lot.
Decent amount. Yep.
It's all NXT.
Yeah, we lost some big ones. So I'm gonna start off with the names. On my Pete Dunne, Killian Dane, Bollywood Boys, Marina Shafir,
Arturo.
Yeah, Arturo. As soon as Raw Underground ended, he got hurt.
Arturo was still here.
Yeah, and then he got Kurt Stallion.
That one shocked me. That one shocked me.
He was our number one contender for a really long time.
I like Kurt Stallion too. I was surprised by that one.
Mm-hmm. Very, very long tenure in the WWE. Fandango, 13, 14 years?
14 years, bro.
14, goddamn. He has a WrestleMania win?
And he got a Mania
win. Ate that on over Jericho, right?
Oh, yeah, on Jericho. Uh-huh. Not a lot of people can flex that now.
That's hard. Tyler Breeze, which he was just like, I knew it was coming. So
yeah, he knew what it was.
Did he? He took it in good stride. That's good.
Yeah. They said on the A show he was on Twitch with Austin Creed, and he was just like, I knew it was coming, man. But I had the backup plan. Which
are they going to trip on the going forward with Up Down Down, even though that is a quote unquote WWE sponsored show?
I think it's up in the air right now. Like the newest episode that just came out, he's on it, but I'm sure they pre-recorded that, so I don't know.
Yeah. So going forward might be different.
Do you guys know if Jessamine Duke is still on there with the BE restart?
Yeah, I think does he have like a different deal though? I don't watch DRE or whatever. I don't really watch.
Yeah, I'm not. Instead of watching Up Down Down, I just play video games.
heavy on Up Down. The last thing that I saw was from Jessamine is when they played Among Us, like a couple of. I think that was Mania. I think that was Mania weekend. Obviously, that was a while ago.
I would say, I was still subscribed. Like even though I didn't watch, it was very nice to just see the battle of the brand stuff. I thought that was like really nice stuff, and Bivens really getting involved in that as well. Tyler Breeze really putting him over. I thought that was really nice. So it's gonna be sad when I don't see that on my feed no more, man.
you know what else about Tyler Breeze too? Like I've never heard a bad story about him. Everybody had such nice things to say about him and like his mind for the business and like you hate to see people like that lose their job. That really does suck seeing such good people who really care about the business and care about their friends succeeding, even if they don't succeed to the level that they probably think they should have been. The fact that he was so integral in so many people's career, you just hate to see it.
Yeah, he is very integral in a lot of people's careers, and I would say that no matter the ups and the ups and downs for his WWE career, he was big baller with it. He said, "Oh, bitch, I'm getting paid."
Yeah, he changed a lot of the rhetoric.
Yeah, I remember
telling him to leave.
I remember when people on Twitter they were like really like fighting for him, and he was just like, "What are y'all fighting for me for?"
Well, yeah, what are y'all doing? Like,
I'm getting paid,
bro. I'm chilling.
I'm getting paid mad stacks, and I'm
play
chilling.
Smackdown. Here comes the pain.
Y'all making it hot. he hit the Uncle Phil.
Absolutely. But that's what happens in this social media thing, man. People push and say this person needs to be the NXT champion. Let's do it for 2 years. Or give him the North American title, or give Fandango and him the tag team titles, and they'll be like, "Bro, I'm on TV. I'm good."
Yeah, I know. I like to just like relate a lot of stuff in the wrestling world to my real life because when you compare it to real life, it makes it like it sounds silly.
Way funnier. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. If motherfuckers on Twitter, it was just like Cyrus needs to do more tours with the public. I'm tweeting, "Ayo, shut up."
Relax.
Cyrus needs to do tours, education tours with the children. Nigga, you're making it hot. Please stop. I'm chilling right now at my job. But more releases. We got Everrise.
I was fucking with Ever. Don't laugh like that. I was fucking with Everrise's comedy. That was fun comedy.
dog. When Top Dollar and Adonis tow up they playpen,
They tried to spray paint the damn car. And Top Dollar roll the window down.
I would say they were doing some really funny stuff with Hit Row towards their end, but hey man, it's kind of too late to pick up that stride, baby. Sorry, brother.
Well, if they stay in 2K22, we can use them for quitters only. Well, not even quitters only. We got to do it for
don't do
we got to do it for future endeavors. I mean, we're still gonna do quitters only. But we have more future endeavors.
Everrise is certainly my 60. It's my 60.
It's my 60.
I'm not picking them. Now for the big one that we have to pour out for Tony Nese.
Oh man, what a good run that we had.
I remember a couple weeks ago I said, "Hey yo, I really do like Tony Nese, but having abs cannot be your gimmick, bro."
I mean, hey,
everybody has fucking abs, bro.
Not everybody has an 8-pack that chisel now. Come on now.
Did you see Bianca Belair's stomach, bro?
I mean, yes.
She said her daughter said it looked like Hawaiian sweet rolls.
Yeah, it looked like Hawaiian rolls.
Now, if Bianca came out next week, it hit the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, man.
I am forgetting about Tony Nese like that. I'm sorry, brother.
And flex her 8-pack.
A lot of folks have an 8-pack, and a lot of folks are athletic. That cannot be your primary.
I wish I had an 8-pack.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I did a lot of walking in Chicago. You feel me?
First of all, Cyrus, you like 125 pounds altogether. You better have a fucking 8-pack.
You feel me? I can't have a gut at this weight. And then a couple other releases. We got Ari Daivari, whatever, and then August Gray, who I feel like he was just getting his rest at NXT.
They kind of started. They started up something with him with the Thatcher thing, and then it just kind of stopped. And then he was.
That stopped because Thatcher smoked this shit. Nah, it wasn't abrupt. Thatcher handled that. But yeah, is there anybody on the list that we didn't really go over that you would like to give some parting words with?
Not necessarily. I think I wanted to give a big shout out to Tony Nese. We had a good 3-year run. Some of our best classics that have not been televised with him and Cedric Alexander will be shown very soon. But yeah, it was one of our biggest promos, one of our biggest matches that we had at that point in time. Shout out to Tony Nese. He gave me a lot of pain, but hopefully he's good wherever he goes.
Quan?
Let's see. Shout out to the Bollywood boys, man. They put their lives in the line. Let me finish.
Oh yeah, remember Randy Orton sent one of them to God.
Send one of them to God. They put their lives in the line for that for gender, bro. Shout out to them.
I'll tell you right now, putting their lives on the line on the gender was not their first thought when they walked out that curtain that night. So, whatever.
I'm gonna turn my boy inside out on that damn announce table.
Maria Shafir, I thought she did a lot. She was doing a lot of good stuff on Raw Underground and during the Women's Dusty Classic. I believe she teamed up with Zoe Stark. I believe, right? Hold on, I'm
maybe
double check
that up. I don't even know.
It was here. It was her and like some other new hire, and I thought they had a really good match. First, I got to spell her name right.
But it just proved like we've been hearing about Tony Khan. He said it don't matter who you with. You got a husband here. You got a wife here.
Husband.
It don't matter, cousin. It don't even matter. You got a storyline going on. It don't matter.
come over to
you gotta go.
AEW, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna try to find the Dusty Classic stuff really quick, and then we can finally talk about one of the shows.
Well, as that happens with Marina Shafir,
it was her and Zoe Stark.
It was her and Zoe Stark.
Oh, okay.
I was
going to say the one thing that we didn't get a chance to get was the match that we had with the four horsewomen that we didn't get to see.
Thank God.
Just took years and years on end. But I mean, obviously, Ronda's not coming back. I would think for a decent amount of time. Shayna's on Raw. Jessamyn's gone.
Congrats to Ronda, by the way, too.
Wait for what? Having a child?
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Yeah, she had a second.
Yeah.
She's about to have her second child, or she already had her second child.
I think they just found out it was a girl. I think they just found out.
I was about to say second already. Where have I been?
No.
I'm about to say it's been a minute. It's been a minute though, right? 35 was what 3 years ago?
Man, that the famous hashtag impregnation vacation. Blew Twitter up with that one.
Works every time, undefeated.
She hopped on Twitter as soon as she lost. I'm fucking.
Yeah, I'm about to make a family, y'all. Peace.
Yeah,
y'all be easy.
Yeah, but I am so glad that match didn't happen. Twitter tried to book that forever. They were trying to book that shit forever. You know, they was having a lot of good back and forth. And I said, nigga, have y'all seen Marie Shafir and Jessamine Duke wrestle, bro? They need more reps in before they go in there with Becky and Charlotte. Huh? Are you guys tripping? All right. But let's actually get into NXT.
But did you see it?
Oh. Yeah, you saw it.
Did you?
I saw it.
No, I don't think you saw it. The moment where Marc did the senton.
Oh, you knew what I was talking about. Yeah.
And it looked like she did a number 2 in her britches.
Oh, yeah, I know. Good thing she wasn't wearing white, and that's probably why she left the ring so quickly.
All right. So, how'd y'all feel about this episode of NXT overall? I thought it was really nice.
I liked it.
Go ahead, Mark.
I was gonna say it was a good setup to Great American Bash. I'm very excited. It was so much that I almost thought that Great American Bash was gonna be 2 nights, but it's only gonna be one night, which was good. I guess everything else that has went over on NXT that are outside of the few matches that we have next week are going to be the following week, which is also going to be exciting as well because NXT has drew so much, not only of what's happening for the Great American Bash, but also what is coming with the NXT Championship and all the other storylines that have played out throughout a very good 2-hour show this week, I'd say.
Yeah. I didn't watch NXT last week. All I watched from NXT last week was the debut of Diamond Mine because I absolutely freaked the fuck out to see Roger Strong back again.
We thought he was done, man. We thought he was. Yeah, I genuinely thought he was done.
Well, when he had Regal them papers, it was just like, I'm done. And then he didn't show up for like a good 2 months.
2 months? Oh, yeah, he might be done.
And I was just like, hey, man, I'm worried. But I'm glad he's back and I'm glad it all worked out. But our first match on the show tonight is a tag team triple threat. We have Io Shirai and Zoe Stark versus Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart and Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. Zoe Stark and Io Shirai go over and they'll be facing Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae at Great American Bash for the tag titles. The match was cool. I think this match would have been a lot better without Raquel and Dakota Kai. I'm not even gonna cap it up.
Okay.
Really? Was it too much?
What's going on? Talk about it. Because I enjoyed the match.
Yeah.
I thought the ladies understood the assignment, as the kids would say.
It was a good triple threat tag team. Obviously, with 6 people, it can get a little bit difficult, but it had a nice flow to it, in my opinion.
No, nothing speaks I have a young child like saying, as the kids would say. I just felt like a lot of the early spots with Raquel were fine, but then it just gets like sloppy towards the end. And I would just say Raquel became an afterthought after I would say the first commercial break. And then it kind of just became a singles match or like just a regular tag team match between Shotzi Blackheart and the 2 other teams. And then Dakota Kai was really just there to eat the pin as always. And I'm just like, did that really like did the third team absolutely like need to be here?
Well, they got the finisher set up. They got the finisher set up at the very end. Everybody got their finishers off and so on and so forth. And then of course Io Shirai ended that. But damn, you called it out. Dakota Kai be eating that mat, man. I don't know. Yeah, Raquel was just like, "Oh man, I trusted you to do it." And I was like, "Well, I mean, Raquel, you should probably know what's gonna happen by now."
I know you've been sending her out there for 5 weeks in a row. They might as well pin her face down, bro. The way she be eating the mat. It is ridiculous. And then later on, they have a Zoe Stark and Io Shirai have a segment with Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae, just basically going, "Y'all niggas not even friends."
Can they coexist? A WWE favorite.
Yeah. Will these two people that have mutual respect for each other coexist? Like, obviously.
I saw the Indy tweet that said, y'all gear don't even match. I said, Indy, why you barring them up like that? Come on now. It shouldn't be this easy to bar them up right now. Indy.
I said, I read that and I said, turn that up. We'll get into predictions for Great American Bash, but if Zoe Stark and Io Shirai win this, I'm about to hit the man.
I think Zoe still got a long way to go. Well, not a long way to go in as far as wrestling ability, but long way to go as far as getting a championship,
or just some personality in her character, man.
You know what I mean?
What is that? I mean, what is that too?
When she was just like, she was getting barred up. It was just like, we don't need to be friends, and I was just like, we have mutual respect, and I was like, yeah, get these niggas out of here, man.
And can't say, hey man, when you eat that mat, just look at Io on the side because he's about to hit you with a mean running grapple after this shit's over. And
running grapple.
Yeah, I think the highlight of that segment was Io Shirai barring up Candice, just going, "You never beat me, bruh."
Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about? You never pinned me. What the hell are you talking about?
Boy, I'm up 30. You're not beating me, bro.
If Io said she's up 30, I would have died laughing.
So I'll be looking forward to that match at Great American Bash. Hopefully they'll go crazy like they did for the Shotzi and Ember match. I thought that match was really amazing. We'll see what happens with Zoe Stark going forward. Like we're trying to buy in, but they're not telling us what the product is.
Yeah,
other bar, Cyrus.
So we already talked about the breakout tournament, so we'll be looking forward to that. That'll be really nice. Cameron Grimes and LA Knight at a Great American Bash, and if Cameron Grimes loses, he becomes Knight's butler.
I didn't hear that stipulation. That's a stipulation. I didn't know that.
Yes, that's the stipulation.
AEW just did that though.
They did that.
Yeah,
they did it with Miro and Chuck Taylor. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the I'm not a fan of the Butler thing. But I believe it's if Grimes wins, he gets the $1 million championship. If he loses, he becomes the Butler. So the $1 million championship will be defended, but I think it would be like defended more in a gimmicky capacity. I don't think there would be like a number one contendership for this title,
Yeah.
It's not going to be recognized in the history books.
No,
I mean, like
everything is going to get right. They got to fill up the pages.
They got enough.
Yeah. Is that what they do with the FTW title? It's pretty much same deal, right?
They haven't. I haven't seen that get defended in.
That should just be sitting there.
It's be chilling.
That should be sitting on. That should be sitting on the. That belt is used as a. When you go under the mat and the weapon wheel pop up. That's what the title is under there.
Man, that's one of the No Mercy belts. Oh yeah, man,
the title is just under there.
As much as I love Cameron Grimes, I 100% need to see him as a butler. So I will be cheering for L. I need it. I'm sorry.
Praying for that man downfall. It's crazy.
I really just need it. I need to see him in that mansion serving escargot.
Man, I hope he get health benefits, bro, because LA Knight look like the type that don't give it.
All right.
So that should be a fun match, fun little stipulation. Next match, we got Tian Sha, Boa, and Zoe Stark. I mean, Zoe Stark. Zia Lee, man. And Mercedes Martinez and Jake Atlas. I thought this match was fun. It was nice to see Boa get into the ring after like so long.
Since the breakout tournament, which was 2 years ago.
Jesus.
Since forever. Not, like, was he even on like 205 Live at some point?
He's been on nothing. He had not wrestled since that breakout tournament.
I hope he was okay. Like I don't. There has to be.
Is that by design? Is that by design, or was he hurt?
There has to.
I
be.
don't know.
I'm praying that. I'm praying that it was just because he was hurt. Because that's a shame that he was just not used. Because I thought he was really good in this match. I think him and Jake Atlas did some really great stuff here. But tragedy strikes when Xia Li. You know, I said a couple weeks ago, Xia Li cannot be hitting one hit of quitters when she comes into the regular ecosystem of NXT. And you know what she did?
She said, "Oh, word, I'm pussy."
She said, "Nigga, please."
And hit Mercedes with a Mercedes.
The heel really got her, cracked her in the jaw, and Mercedes Martinez just flops.
Was out cold.
When I saw the replay, when I saw her arms dangle.
Yeah, when it went 1, 2, and Mercedes kind of kicked out, but she was like, Reb was like, nah.
It was weird too. It looked like she was like talking to her too. Didn't it look like it? Like she was saying something to her.
Yeah, I feel like the ref was just she cradled up and she was just like, "You good?" And she did a little shaky hand to grab the rope. She said, "Nah, call it, bro."
Was like 2 + 2
absolutely not.
7.
She they ain't hit the AEW shit where it's just like, "You out cold? Oh, come on, man, you gotta finish the match, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
Nigga, if your ass don't tag out." So Mercedes Martinez was rushed to a local medical facility after the match happened. So hopefully she will.
Has there been an update? No,
there hasn't been any update.
Okay.
So the update is the undisclosed medical facility. I remember last week y'all said, yeah, Jake Atlas and Mercedes Martinez aren't gonna lose this match, man.
No, Pride Month.
And it slept there. Oh man.
Put her to sleep at the end of that's a hell of a way to end the month. Let me tell you.
That is so green. It literally matches. It literally matches the background, Quan. If we could do theater of the mind, I'm providing theater of the mind right now. Quan is surrounded by green elements right now. It continues the theme.
Man. But yeah, we'll see what happens going forward. TN shot, because holy shit. Okay. For the main event, the big swerve main event, and we know what's happening.
I'll tell you right now. Look, I knew something was up because NXT never, ever, ever starts a storyline and books the match the same night. That never fucking happens. As long as I've watched NXT, I've never seen that happen where they booked the match that night. So I said, "Oh yeah, something's up." As soon as they booked it, they said later on tonight. I was like, "Okay, yeah."
Soon as Swerve said, "Why don't you defend that title tonight?" and Bronson Reed said, "Yes," I said, "Yeah, let's just close the curtain."
Hero got some pull now. Come on now.
It seemed all that backstage stuff paid off. So we got Bronson Reed versus Isaiah Swerve Scott for the North American Championship. I thought the match was really nice. It was really good. I think it was an extension of that, like, what is it? The Gauntlet Eliminator.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a wild name. But it was just that, and the ending of that match was fantastic. And now you get a better version of it because both the guys are, fresh. They walked out fresh, and I loved a lot of the work that Hit Row did during the match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Top Dollar took that bump. I saw he's certified.
Crazy
Francis
said,
well, the thing that confused me about that was clearly they were doing a terrible job trying to do the interference without the referee seeing. Ashanti the Adonis shoved the shit out of Bronson Reed. The ref's like, "Nigga, do you know I can see you?" Like, I just saw it, and then B-Fab's like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" And then AJ Francis was like, "I got this nigga now." And I just hear the loudest crash. I'm like, "Oh, I know AJ." And then he's trying to be like, "You good? You good? And then he gets
you good?
Mhm. I thought that was hilarious. And you know what? If that motherfucker didn't have a iridescent fanny pack, maybe he could have got away clean with the cheating.
Wait, is it time for Fit Watch? You know, that's my favorite segment.
No.
When we do Fit Watch.
Let's do Fit Watch after we hit the results of the match. So
making sure I'm ready to talk.
Isaiah Swerve Scott is our new North American champion. Bronson Reed tweets some real cryptic stuff, but we know.
What was the tweet?
He was just like, "Oh, my family, my friends, blah, blah, blah.
My family.
I failed you."
Oh,
and I was like,
man.
"Hashtag nigga, please."
Squidward.
Yeah, that boy is going up. So, good for him, man. I can't wait to see what show he debuts on and when. And now to Quan's favorite segment. Let's get into the Fit Watch. I thought Bronson Reed fit was fun.
I'm about to say Hit Row wasn't fresh.
Man, look,
Absolutely not.
Hit Row wasn't fresh. Y'all keep playing with Hit Row's name.
When Justin in the group chat said Hit Row dressed like your country cousin, I put my arms up and I said, I see it. I see it.
Yep.
That what is it? I looked at AJ Francis and I was just like, yeah, that's Cordell.
All right.
Right there, man.
Come on, man.
I'm trying to see if I can find a
I got a photo up right now. Let's talk about my man's Adonis. Enough is enough. Enough is enough with this guy.
If you're gonna talk about Ashanti the Adonis, you gotta start from head to toe. You gotta talk
about that man's hair, that fucking
perm,
little Richard Bop Babaloo Bop ass haircut he got, man. Come on, bro. What you doing?
Why are you destroying the cuff?
I should say. I didn't know they had the Hit Row sweater in pink. I thought I didn't know they had that in the WWE shop.
That shit. You see that? You see that? I wouldn't have done it with the blue sweats. Are those light blue sweats that he had?
Yeah, he got some turquoise sweats on. I don't know what shoes he got on. It might be Under Armour joints. I can't even tell.
I probably would have matched it with the RNC ones. I probably would have matched with the RNC ones with the sweater.
They ain't tapped in like that. They ain't tapped in like that.
Yeah, I'm about to say they ended up getting the fit off. Well, at least Ashanti did. Let's go back to Top Dollar. Top Dollar had on.
Get that same old tired ass vest. I'm tired.
A bubble vest. Why are you roasting this? Why are you roasting this?
The D-Ray? Damn, call my man D-Ray, bro.
Oh man,
AJ took that bump in some venom, boy.
We love Hit Row here. We absolutely do. But dog, these boys need stylists, bro.
Yes. See, all I talk about AJ and Ashanti, y'all not talking about B-Fab though. How come y'all not talking about B-Fab's fit?
I thought it was
B-Fab
nice.
Clean.
I don't get in women's business.
Is that all right? Let's get it. Let's get into quick hits. Let's get into quick hits. Holy shit! Oh, MSK looked like some hoes, man. I'm sorry.
Absolutely, 100% yes. I had texted Cyrus and said, "Man, Ciampa got these boys shivering." And I also said which was a disagreement from J5 and Cyrus as well. Timothy Thatcher got to put a near in that middle, man.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
Nope. The teeth is the gimmick, bro.
That shit looks totally different.
Yo, Timothy Thatcher don't even got a phone, bro. How you gonna get in contact with a dentist, bro? My man got to run up on a payphone, bro.
He doesn't have a phone.
He has a landline.
He does not have.
He has a landline.
That boy got the phone book under the land.
He got the rotary phone. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Thatcher is hey man. Social media gets you in trouble, so I'm off that.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, that's fine. I think Ciampa will be completely just fine with risking it. But MSK boy, them niggas looked nervous.
Yes. So I don't know what NXT is doing with their champions, man. Outside of Bronson Reed and I guess Candice Ray.
We didn't talk about Gargano and Cross. We skipped right over that.
No, we'll get there.
We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it. It's gonna be quick. MSK did not look great here, as we already said. I think Tommaso Ciampa really, Tommaso Ciampa barred him up quick because he was just like,
up.
hey, you do what we did, but we make it look good. I say, yo, these niggas in trouble. These niggas in trouble. If Ciampa's getting off bars, we're in trouble. We're in trouble.
And then Carter said, watch this. And Ciampa just stared directly back at him. I said, oh no.
I would say the turn for me when I was just like I had my head fully in my hand, my hands just like fully over my face was when he picked up the mic and started to speak, and Timothy Thatcher said, "Shut the fuck up." You know, he was just like, "Respect this man when he talking." And I was just like, and he shut up.
Very similar to Drew and Ricochet.
I didn't come here to talk. Then shut up. oh no.
Yo, you think Vince saw that and was like, "Yep, it's over. Mm-hmm. It's over."
Absolutely.
That was the moment.
Absolutely.
I think so.
If I would have saw that, I would have been tapping my watch.
Yep,
shit is over.
Made it for you.
And then they tried to retort back, and these niggas just have literally no bass in their voice.
Wesley said, "You son of a frick, you freaking piece of poop. Get it through your thick skull, poopy head." And Ciampa went right into Nash Carter ear and said, "Nigga, we about to whoop y'all fucking ass now." And they cut the cameras.
Dog. And then what you just spoke to. When he slapped them and they didn't even flinch, and he said,
he didn't even blink.
"We'll get you for that next week."
Yeah.
Are you fucking insane?
He didn't do a piece of selling on it. He got slapped and looked dead at his face. I said these niggas losing the belts next week, ASAP. And niggas will be mad too.
Mm-hmm.
We like MSK.
The CWC won't be mad. They've been trying to keep niggas out of here.
Yeah, we like MSK here, but the CWC seems to like everybody else more than them. They were going ape shit for Elgato Del Fantasma. They were going ape shit for Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher here, and I think that is going to be the root of where the fans are pivoting.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say. Well, I guess I'll say it's kind of fickle to me because I do think that MSK is a really great team, but so is every other team that they have faced coming up. Like, what is it? I love Elgato Del Fantasma way more than I like MSK. I'm not even gonna cap on that. Grizzly Young Veterans. Oh man, shout out to Marc being here.
Absolutely.
The GOAT tweet.
That's a top 3 tweet.
Yeah. They're a really great tag team as well. And then, Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher, they've come a really long way. And so I just think maybe it's just because they have like more water in the plant, I guess. If that's what I want to go for with that. Like they see a lot more in these other teams than they do with MSK currently.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm honestly, it could just be fans being fickle, but I'm trying to really like piece this shit together because when fans came back and they started booing them, I was just like, wait, huh?
Yeah, maybe the rocket was just too fast. Maybe you could have done Dusty Cup with Grizzled Young Veterans and have MSK, eventually get the tag team titles at a different time. Maybe people got turned off by the immediate rocket. So you never know.
Yeah, that very much might be the case. So I'm not going to bat an eye if they lose a Great American Bash. But let's continue with some other things. Sarray just walks into Regal's office and just says, "I want to beat Tony Storm ass next week."
First of all, that was the most adorable match request I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
I was like, "Aw."
She was just like, "Hey Regal, I'd like a match next week." And Regal, who reinvigorated, like
glowing these days.
Yeah, you feel me? This man just took a vacation. He was just like, sure. I love that for you. Gave it to us, so we'll be seeing them next week. And then Roderick Strong versus Asher Hale.
Yeah,
I really do like Asher Hale. I think he has a really good look. Him and Carmelo Hay, good. I see a lot in them. Hopefully, they're in the breakout tournament.
I'm sure they'll be in the breakout tournament.
I would love to see that. And then, Roger Strong doing Roger Strong things, just beat his ass. I love that Vivis just gave the very brief promo. Like, these guys are very much business. Like, they don't need no further introduction. I am looking forward to when Hideki Suzuki has the fucking match. Because they haven't even mentioned his name when they came out.
I think they did say his name like eventually.
They said his name?
But it wasn't. He had the new name for sure.
Oh yeah.
Suzuki. But the way the commentary talked about him, it almost low key sounded like he was like the coach.
Oh yeah, because he got hired as a coach.
Yeah, so I mean, we might not see him in the ring for a minute.
Please put him in a match, bro. put him and Timothy Thatcher in the match again, so he can slump his ass again.
I don't know much about him, so I know you gave me shit in the chat for
when these motherfuckers didn't know who Hideki Suzuki was.
I don't know what the fuck that nigga is.
I was screaming at my phone. Now I know how people feel at home when I try to remember some old wrestling shit from like 2007, and then people are yelling at their phones.
You don't know Mr. Kennedy.
Is that I know Mr. Kennedy from Impact.
Oh dear. You don't remember when the mic came down from the ceiling?
I don't know that moment, man.
Damn.
Cyrus wasn't outside for that.
I was not outside. What is it? 2007. I was watching 1 and 6 in Park. So
what's that? The
Terrence and Roxy.
Jalissa era? I don't even know if that was Roxy. Was it Terrence and Roxy? Was it Terrence and Jalissa? I don't know.
I was watching 106 in Park until goddamn, I would say 2011. That's when it stopped.
Oh, you were wilding. 106 in 2011? God damn.
That was the curtain call. That's when it stopped.
Last thing I remember was Terrence said something wild to Roxy and she walked off. And that's the last time I watched 106 in Park too.
Oh man, what was that episode? Damn, I can't remember.
I don't remember what he said, but he was wilding.
I remember the video coming out.
And he had to apologize and shit, right? On the show.
Live on TV.
Mm-hmm. That boy was wilding, bro. But let's get into some quick Great American Bash predictions. Oh wait, sorry, we forgot about Johnny Gargano and Karrion Kross.
We'll just throw out the predictions. Fuck it.
Yeah. So, are they gonna have a match next week? It's very unclear. When I was looking up the card, I wasn't sure.
So
I don't
far,
think they
from
announced
what I've seen, it's not. Our fourth match is part 2 of Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole.
Okay. So that match is not happening, but I would say Karrion Kross. When I came home, when I tuned into NXT, I turned it on, and I saw Karrion Kross getting pinned by someone that is 5'7" against the wall. Let's close.
You got me this time, buddy.
Let's close this chapter, man. Let's close the book on Kross, man.
and then Gargano barred him up again. He got barred up again, like a month straight.
Barred him up again, and then Austin Theory came behind and said, "Bink."
Austin Theory said, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
And even AJ Styles retweeted. Was just like, okay, get this man out of here, bro. I think that might be the podcast cover because I died at that picture last night.
What?
Austin Theory about to slump.
Lead him back.
That nigga biting his lip and everything, bro.
Did he bite his lip in it?
Yeah.
He put all his might into that damn punch.
Oh my god, bro. Hit him with the smooth bink. Dog, they was beating this man ass all fucking night.
But he got his comeuppance though. He got his comeuppance at the end.
He got his comeuppance at the end where Johnny Gargano ran up on him again at the NXT parking lot. At the disastrous NXT parking lot. A new angle from the parking lot, might I add. I don't know why they keep filming there, but
Scarlett said, "Please, no, don't hurt him. No,
yeah.
What are you doing? Please." As Johnny Gargano was slamming a car door into his damn head. And he got up 20 seconds later. You think that should hurt, nigga? And then put Gargano to sleep. I was like, what is going on right now?
Hey, the last person to get a car door shut on him.
He ain't with us no more.
For weeks.
He ain't with us no more.
Let's say he's with the big man in the sky, bro.
I'm dead.
But yeah, like Mark alluded to, Scarlett just being, no, please, come on, or
oh no,
come on, man, come on now,
or when they when he got slumped, and then she was just like, they'll pay for this, and I was like, I guess, and then they were slumping his ass a little later.
Yeah, Cross was like, Cross put him to sleep in the park, like, told you don't fuck with me. I was like, all right, come on, let's hop back in the car.
No.
Let's leave.
When he was like dragging Gargano away, I was just like, okay, are you like, don't put him more towards the road?
No, but then he hopped back in the car. Yeah. I was like, I know he's not about to do what I think he's about to do. No, and they drove past. I was like, oh, thank God.
No, my thing was, it was just like, is Johnny Gargano's body like far away from the car? That was my issue. I was playing safety police, but I was just like, you should have dragged him back more towards the steel door that was there. And then you could have just, got away clean without worrying about running this nigga head over.
I was like, please tell me I'm not about to run this nigga over. But then the car passed by and Samoa Joe's holding him. I was like, oh, thank you, Joe. Oh, God.
Samoa Joe lifted up Johnny Gargano like a mouse. He was just like, you see what happened, man? You see what happened, man?
little too much dip on the chip.
And then also we forgot the Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole segment as well, where Adam Cole got a little too much dip on his chip, and Samoa Joe was just like, I'll break it up in one Mississippi.
Yep. He did that red and blue circle spin a good couple of times. And Adam's like, I'm gonna tap. I can't use resiliency. And Joe's like, yeah, let me just walk.
Oh, all right. And they called them in. I love that. I love Samoa Joe's involvement currently in NXT, and he was featured on Ryan Satin's podcast where he was just like, there's a lot of people I would like to face at NXT, and just basically listed all the guys that are like featured on TV constantly. And it was just like, nigga, we know. When you got hired 2 weeks ago and you were staring all of them down, nigga, we know. But now we can get into the Great American Bash predictions here. Let's do some quick stuff here. All right, so Mark, you already gave your predictions for Cameron Grimes versus LA Knight. Yep. I'm gonna go with LA Knight as well on this one. I know that is gonna be a shocker to a lot of people, but Cameron Grimes as a butler might go crazy, bro.
I need it.
I feel like he might have a tuxedo shirt.
And LA Knight's gonna be like, no, you can't be that fresh. Put this shit on.
Oh shit.
Put him in the monkey suit, bro. Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell versus Zoe Stark and Io Shirai. Who we got?
I got the way.
Yeah, the way retains.
Please let it be the way. Jesus Christ. Don't play with me, bro.
You wouldn't be happy as Io being a tag champion?
I wouldn't be happy with Zoe Stark being the tag champion.
Oh man.
There's just a lot going on with Zoe Stark. They just have it figured out for me and a lot of other people.
Yeah.
MSK versus Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher.
New tag champions. If I had to choose a squash match.
Squash?
Jesus. Like that?
My goodness.
Quan?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got fixated. Fucking Beverly just pushed Chris Paul over like in the back.
Damn, I missed it.
They scrapping?
They scrapping.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Tommaso MSK or Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher. Who you got, Quan?
new tag champ. Dude, I'm sorry. That just fucked me up. That whole situation. I wasn't ready for that.
That push has that brain scrambling.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree as well. MSK, man, they just not looking right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think they had a good run, but I think I'm really not mad at Ciampa and Thatcher being tag champion. I think they put up a good enough resume at this point as a team.
Mm-hmm. And then we have Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly 2.
All right, so quick question. Over under 35 minutes. What do you think? Bell to bell. No
under,
interest in
under,
bell
under,
to
under,
bell.
I'm going under.
Under?
Yeah, I'm gonna go under.
But a very small under. I'm going 29 minutes.
I'm gonna go 27 minutes. That should be good enough. But yeah, that'll be Great American Bash next week.
If they don't go over, it can be pretty close.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We got winning.
Oh,
I think. Well, they had a really good match when Kyle O'Reilly went over. I don't know how Adam Cole is going to get it done next week, but I feel like Adam Cole's going to get that back.
Oh, okay. I would like to see it. I mean, honestly, either of these guys could win, but I'm going to go with Kyle O'Reilly on this one. Let's start moving him past this so he really ascend to the moon and get on that top 10 A show performers list of 2021. I need him on there, man. I feel like he really deserves it, but him after whatever he does after this Adam Cole thing is really going to be what the deciding factor in that. So we'll see what happens. And I think now that will be it for NXT. It feels good to watch wrestling, boys.
You back and refreshed.
What is it on Tuesday? Or what is it? Around 7:00, which is Chicago's 1 minute behind. Boy, I was nowhere near a TV.
Not a single piece of television.
Not a single television screen was near me, bro. I had to. Tuesday was my birthday, so I had to go celebrate.
That's true too.
Like that was the day. So let's get into AEW.
We got 2 episodes to talk about, man.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. So
from last week, dang, y'all wild.
Don't Quan, Mark, don't worry about that. We got you, brother.
Don't worry about it, sir.
Cool.
All right. Let's get into AEW. All right. So Saturday's episode of AEW. Me and Quan talked about it because yes, we would be having to talk about 2 AEW episodes this week, but Quan watching it at the time really just told me there's not really a lot of shit to talk about on the show. I think there's 2 big segments that happens on Saturday's episode. Would you not agree?
I would agree. Started off Conan. Well, first of all, it was supposed to be I forgot how did it start? My memory's so bad now since Saturday. Basically, Tully Blanchard was calling out Pride and Powerful, whatever. And then Conan came out and was like, "Yo, look, I ain't with all this other shit."
Yeah, these are my
guys. These are my kids. He said these are my kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got your little associate. This is my family. You fucking with the wrong ones.
Mm-hmm.
These are barring Tully up with some real shit.
I don't know because I didn't see the reception of it during the period of time, but when Conan got really real, I really fuck with that. He was just like FTR saying they went through the same thing that Pride and Powerful went through. What do these niggas know about racism, man? I was just like, whoa.
He said, "What's your life like?" He said,
he said,
"What's your life like?"
He said, "What's your life like, man? What you know about racial profiling?" I was just like, whoa, brother. And then when Conan said, "You might want to learn some Spanish because your kids are gonna be speaking it. Your grandkids are gonna be speaking it." I said, "Yeah, get these niggas out of here. Get them out of here." So I had I really do like this segment, but guys, I really do. I think this was a really great segment on AEW. I think Conan is really, really great on the mic here. I think him working with Pride and Powerful while everybody in the Inner Circle and Pinnacle are kind of doing their spin-off thing, I think it's fantastic. I really do think it's great. But my issue, I will acknowledge that this is a nitpick. I just think that Conan coming back for this feud after like just a cameo, I think it's a little much. And then also that AEW is supposed to be an alternative, so why are we kind of like rehashing the Impact thing? And then if you're gonna pair Conan with Pride and Powerful, I feel like the Inner Circle should have just broken up.
Yeah, to a degree. But we've been said that we think the Inner Circle has kind of ran its course and they kind of gone a separate way. It's weird. It's almost like, you remember like DX in like 2000 when like it was kind of like it was over, but it's like one of those breakups you have with a girl and like it's over, but like you still kind of just
they talk every now and then.
Yeah, we're still talking, but it's over, bro. That's how I kind of feel about Inner Circle going right now. Yeah, also I'm not particularly like it's a thing AEW does where like they kind of assume about stuff. So people just assume that we already knew about Conan and Pride and Powerful relationship.
But I like that Conan was like, no, these are my kids. When their like pops died, they called me. Like that's how deep we are in this. So I like that instead of just being like, we did shit on Impact together, it's more of like we are a family outside of this. So I think that was the good tie into it. But I love the pairing. I love that they're back together, but I really do think that Inner Circle should have folded before they got back together with this, because when Conan is gone, and they go back to the Inner Circle and they're doing shit with Jericho, I'm gonna hate them again.
Yeah.
If they're with the Inner Circle and they're still with Conan, I'm gonna hate that they're with the Inner Circle. I need them to spin off and do their own thing.
Yeah. It's not even like they need Jericho to talk for them because Santana's a really good promo.
Those two guys are amazing promos.
Yeah.
They do not need the Inner Circle at all. They do not need Jericho as a talking piece. Once they started branching away from the corny New York jokes and stuff like that, like when they did the segment, it was like, oh, my grandma got this for us, Tim's and chopped cheeses, bullshit like that. Like when it got really real, when there's just like, you try to take food off our table, that's that's the shit that I like. That's cool shit. And then the other thing, Jungle Boy versus Kenny Omega. I thought the match was fine.
I told you he'll get I told you Kenny will get a 4-star to Jungle Boy. That was a 4-star.
I didn't say it was 4 stars, but I thought the match was fine.
I said it's 4-star. That was a 4-star match.
Just because 4 and fine both start with F's don't mean it was 4 stars.
It's 4. But, that was a good match. That was a good TV match.
It was a good TV match.
So that's a 4.
But I liked the match. I thought it was very fine. And in true AEW fashion, Jungle Boy looks extremely tough, kicking out of a lot of stuff that I felt like, they didn't really need to do that. And we'll talk about that in the main event this week. Holy shit. Mm-hmm. He looks tough, which is like all great and dandy, but now Jungle Boy is just gonna get thrown back into the, Kenny Omega picked up the ball and just threw it back into the back of the line. Mm-hmm. And then in the truest AEW fashion, no moment to breathe. Soon as the bell rung when this match finished, we got 3 run-ins. 3. Why?
They can't help themselves. I really
it
want
is
them to
insanity. What is it? I believe Christian comes out. Then Hardy comes out.
Hardy family.
And then the Bucks come out. And then, they're beating up on all the faces. And I believe Eddie Kingston and them come out too, right?
Yeah, and the Kazarian and Pentagon, they all come out.
So 4. 4 run-ins after you just had a very good TV match where this is supposed to be a huge moment for Jungle Boy, and then back to business as usual. 4 run-ins, and then oh my god, I was already upset, and then they're the Elite is posing like the show dog. time is ticking. The production guy is ready to hit whatever rerun movie they're about to play after AEW. Mm-hmm. And then Matt Hardy is hitting a goddamn twist of fate off camera. And then they're catching it as like Christian's head is already on the floor. Like, what is up with like the production for AEW is always very puzzling to me. Like small things like that is just like, one, I don't feel like he even needed to do the finisher. They could have just like, they already beat him up. I feel like they could have just posed after and that would have been fine. Yeah. But just those two things were really great on the show. A quick hit for that show is that, like I said before I left, they're fully pivoting towards Sammy Guevara versus MJF, which we'll see this week, because Jericho can't go. And
yeah, it's obvious at this point Jericho can't work.
Yeah, and if he can't work, maybe you should throw this nigga off TV. Maybe he should go home and rest.
Then they're not taking Jericho off TV. That's not happening. He will be on commentary for the next 3 weeks, I guarantee you, at this point.
Nothing I hate more than AEW is when Jericho's on commentary. My love for the product, like love for the product. My enjoyment of the product.
I'm about to say that sounds a little different.
Yeah. Goes down drastically when Jericho is on commentary. So they pivot towards that, and I wasn't a really big fan of the promo that they had because it was just like, you know, this is supposed to be a blood feud, and then Sammy Guevara was just like, well, I'm going to show management that it was wrong that you're on the poster and you got an action figure.
Like, you remember what Sammy Guevara was doing when AEW first started?
It was a scumbag in PWG, and now they got him going, mommy, he got an action figure before me.
Hating on the next nigga. Hate to see it.
Maybe you should not be in Jericho's shadow, and you could probably get one. Absolutely insane. And then I saw a very real tweet from Logan. Shout out to Logan, man, where he was just like, it's kind of crazy that you would kind of make Sammy Guevara your big baby face when at his big age, he said he wanted to commit sexual assault on another wrestler.
Look.
Oh yeah, that was a
what a pivot for AEW. They said, yeah, he took some sensitivity training, and we're gonna cut his paycheck a little bit. We're gonna donate that to some women organizations.
I'm sure they did though. They
yeah, did. No, that is something, but that does not erase the fact that you can't just like pivot this man. They're trying to make him the biggest babyface on the show, but I just think management like you and not me is a weird way for this blood feud to go when y'all just had War Games and you're talking about advertisement. Are you serious?
Funny talk, man.
He looking poor, bro.
He pocket watching? That's crazy.
He's pocket watching. It's pathetic, bro.
Pocket watching MJF.
He saw MJF finally get the real Burberry scarf, and he was steaming hot.
The silky joint.
Yeah. And then other things on the show is that Ethan Page wants to kill Darby Allin, like really, really kill him. I thought that was a little extreme, but they're gonna have a coffin match in Miami. Nothing says Miami like a coffin match.
All right.
And then very invested in putting Darby in a pack from what I saw from that promo.
And then we already talked about it in the trenches, but Vicky Guerrero and Andrade get hoed by two like low mid-carders. Like I thought that segment was ridiculous.
By the what the niggas called? The Sidemen? Not that's that YouTube channel. What's what they call it?
I don't know. It was like I don't even think it was like Matt Sydal versus like somebody brand new.
It was like
Dante Martin.
Oh, Dante Martin, that's right.
Dante Martin. I think that was his AEW debut, right? And he gets the whole Andrade.
That's not his AEW debut.
That's not. When his other man.
He's in a tag team called Top Flight. They wrestled the Bucks on Dynamite. Come on, bro.
Forgot about Top Flight. I really thought
his brother is injured.
I really thought Acclaim and Top Flight were the same thing. So my fault. Just two light-skinned niggas. But yeah, that's all my thoughts on Saturday's show. And I'm gonna keep it really real with all the people at home.
Keep it real, man.
I'm gonna keep it really real. I woke up at 9:40.
So you fell asleep on AEW?
I fell asleep on AEW, man.
Well, god damn. So you woke up in the middle of
I woke up in the middle of the main event. I forgot to turn my alarm, my 8:00 alarm, because I was on vacation. So I completely forgot. And then I was just like, I woke up well rested, and I was just like, all right, let's get into this AEW.
the last 20 minutes. I can see why people tuned into it. I mean, I saw Miro sleep dude and put him to sleep. I saw Dr. Britt Baker get put through a table, which I guess you're going to see her at much stronger points as she defends the title. So I fairly understood. She didn't really seem that strong in the tag match, but I guess I got to tune into the pay-per-views and the shows to actually see Dr. Britt Baker. What else? I saw a little bit of Taz. I saw a little bit of Christian. There was a dinosaur there. I guess people love the
a real life dinosaur, bro.
Yeah, I guess people love a guy named Luchasaurus. That was fun. What else did I see? A good match between MJF.
Did you see the opening tag match?
Who, Luchasaurus?
No, did you see the opening tag match?
Yes, with the pervy stash Bucks. When did that happen?
I swear they grew.
I shot at you, Cyrus. They put the Travis ones on. What was that?
Hey man, already barred them up, man. Them shits ain't rare, man. I got them. And you know what? They paid probably like $800 for those suckers.
Oh, absolutely, the big StockX price.
Y'all some sucker niggas, man.
And I learned that
I got these legit. You feel me?
Damn, why you borrowed the Bucks like that? Well, I learned that was the first AEW champions that lost on TV. Apparently,
possibly.
People
That's the
brought
first
up the
time
fact that
the Bucks don't lose, bro. The Bucks don't lose ever. So
the Bucks just don't lose. Period. So I guess that was a huge.
They don't take pins.
Win that they ended up getting. I know people brought up Scorpio Sky and Chris Jericho. I don't know if that was when Jericho was AEW champion.
Yeah, that was early.
But I saw that was pretty good. That was pretty entertaining. What else did I see? I saw Kenny Omega lost like 3 belts. I don't know when that happened, so he only has 1 belt.
He doesn't come out with all the belts all the time.
Oh, so he has all of them. Yeah. What a stunt. Wow. And then I saw the Dark Order try and put Hangman Page against Kenny Omega, and Kenny Omega said, Page don't got the balls. And Page said, hey guys, come on, man. You guys did that, man? And the Dark Order said, well, you wanted it, right?
I didn't watch the show, but I can for sure say the story between Hangman Page and Kenny Omega and with the Dark Order is just like, nigga, what you scared of?
That's pretty much what Dark Order said, and Hangman was like, "Oh, well, come on, guys. I mean,
like, what you scared of, right? Kenny Omega out here, rigging up sprinklers. What else he's doing? He getting his trailer ran through, his clothes flipped in the locker room. What you scared of, bruh? You ain't tired of fucking with Brian Cage, man?
They gave Hangman an anxiety gimmick. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
who asked for that?
He went from drunk to I don't know. Guys.
He was drunk man to
yes.
He was drunk man.
Mark, he was absolutely drunk man.
And they turned him into Butters? Oh, man. I didn't know Hangman Page was Butters.
You know what we missed? They are defending the FTW title, bro. I'm looking right now.
They are?
Segment. It's going to be Taz reveals Brian Cage versus Ricky Starks for the FTW Championship.
Next week?
I don't know if it's next week.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
With the way Ricky Stark neck look at?
Austin, Texas, they said.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what week that is, but
give it some time.
Yeah, give it a little time.
But yeah, Hangman used to be the hottest man on the show. They turned him to drunk man, and now they turn him into Butters.
I just remember a lot of pervy stashes and a good match between MJF and Sammy Guevara. I don't know who it was that put Jericho to sleep on the at the end of the match, but the match
was Shawn Spears, right? Or was that
Wardlow? No. Shawn Spears came out with the chair and he cracked Sammy's skull.
That's right. You're right.
The dude that was on the platform that put Jericho to sleep, and I thought it was going to be a much larger push. Or a much larger fall for Chris Jericho, but I guess that's a
that boy did the Ava Marie bump on the outside.
And this rolled underneath the table.
What is it? The ragdoll physics when you jump wrong in GTA?
Yeah, exactly.
He did the Chris Paul bump just now. That's what he just did. But
yeah, Mark.
I do want to talk about that main event because I got some things I gotta say.
Oh yeah.
I keep telling you that this is just PWG, the TV version. Because this is that. Because look, MJF gave Sammy a second rope tombstone pile driver. My man kicked out at 1.5, and then wrestled for 15 more minutes after that.
And then I think I don't know if that what was it?
I was shaking my head.
He did some type of dive off the rope that was a huge. I guess it was his finisher. I don't know if it was his finisher. But after like 20 plus minutes of wrestling, I just saw 1, 2. MJF said, I said, damn, was I still that?
Mm-hmm.
That was like Rock Stone Cold WrestleMania 17 type of kickouts they were doing on a fucking
Wednesday night.
On Daly's place.
Like not even a big pay-per-view show or anything like that. Yeah, if you are subscribed to our Patreon, you can hear me and Justin talk about PWG, where we basically said, like, these guys are doing some very crazy things. And when you do stuff like this, when you up the ante to this level, it sets the bar.
Yeah, so, where do you go from here?
Yeah, where do you go from here? If a second rope tombstone pile driver is a 2, get the gun. Get the gun.
At that point,
I'm getting the tool, man. And I know that it's just like, but like damage is being built up over time. So this is why a much smaller technique later on in the match will be the finish. Like, yes, that logically makes sense, but motherfucker from the second rope, a pile driver from the second rope.
Technically, he should be dead. Honestly,
yes.
If we don't give it a stack,
he should not be. He should be unconscious. He should not be moving. But we know how AEW do when people are not moving.
Yeah, that's a
boy. You good?
We ain't seen Alex Reynolds wrestle since.
Mm-hmm. That boy. That boy was knocked out clean in an 8-man, and they just dragged his body.
We need to talk about the women's match on Saturday. Another one. What's homegirl's name?
You're gonna have to.
What's her name?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember their name, but I remember them going
right now.
But I remember Dustin Rhodes coming out tweeting, "She's fine," and everybody was just like, "I guess we got nothing to worry about."
It was the bunny who just came back. The bunny already got dropped on her head by Chris Statlander. They had to get walked to the back.
Oh yeah. I did watch that. What is it? A move that I hate so much in wrestling. It's the bastard driver. I think it is a terrible move. And then the bunny just did not tuck her neck. So she just spikes her head on the floor. And then you could just see the bunny just like gripping her skull as she's getting pinned. And it was just like, yeah, that's how I think that would go. And then, in AEW wrestler fashion, they just go, I'm fine.
It's fine. Just a little bell ring.
Yeah.
Cyrus, speaking of the bunny and gripping, did you see the pic?
Huh?
Did you that came out kind of wild.
Jungle Boy walking away with more than just a title, bro? Or
hey, look, he had a whole handful.
Hey, man.
I respect it. No, I'm sorry. I got the wrong one. That's Anna Jay. I'm sorry. I'm getting my women confused. Either way.
I was just about to correct you, but I'll also say when I saw Twitter going upside down for Jungle Boy pulling Anna Jay, I said, all right, come on, guys. This ain't
Anna Jay fine, though.
Yeah, she's Anna Jay is a very pretty lady, but come on, guys. Yeah, like that shit was turning the TL upside down, bro. I was like, all right, come on, guys. It's 3:00 in the afternoon, fellas. What are we doing, bro? What's crazy is that I think that's the most publicity AEW's ever got because that shit ended up on entertainment trending topic.
Hey, look, first of all, if I'm Luke Perry's son, I better be bagging something. You know what I mean? I'm Luke Perry's son. Nigga, you know who my dad is?
Yeah, so good for Jungle Boy, bro. You won a real prize.
I'm about to say I saw Britt Baker trying to push herself into the Jimmy Fallon combo after John Cena did it. I was like, that's I mean, granted,
Horn.
I'm sure Jimmy will give you the
horn.
Relax.
Because he was horn.
Horn. Whoever's running the Jimmy Fallon social media account, they probably looked at that and was just like, a dentist.
Like, shit, we got spam, fellas. Fuck, how we end this shit? Wait, who that is?
That shit probably didn't even show up in their mentions because they got it filtered.
They got it filtered. Verified only. Is she verified?
No, I don't. Yeah, probably.
She's not verified.
Nah,
I'm about to say she has to be.
I'm fucking around.
I was about to say.
But Quan, you're gonna have to carry me on the rest of AEW. I heard Rebel got hurt.
I did. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I didn't watch that match.
Okay,
I had the game on. I didn't watch that particular match. I was like, I'm not watching Vicky Guerrero wrestle.
Yeah.
I
also, I absolutely hate that it was. They made JR not being able to say her name right a gimmick, and like it's her name now. It's not Reba, it's Rebel. And I was just like, dog, just tell JR to say the fucking name right. Like, do we have to cater to him?
Actually, it's Rebel, not Reba, I believe.
Whatever. But it's just like, come on, guys. Like, we couldn't just tell JR to say the name right instead of like changing her whole name to the inside joke that JR can't say her name right. Why are we doing this?
I believe JR also called it WWE Dynamite again. I think he did it again. he did it again. He done goofed again.
That boy is tapped in, even though he acted like he act like he not, but he is.
Vince made the call.
I hope not. I sure as fuck hope not. Anything else on AEW? Because you're gonna have to carry me for the rest of this.
MJF went on a whole soliloquy about a 10-minute promo on Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara. Typical MJF promo.
Yeah, Inner Circle, Pinnacle things.
Yeah. Andrade said he wants to wrestle Matt Sydal. We already went over that, but he said Matt. I don't know that guy's name.
A big announcement.
Big announcement. Let me see. Miro versus Brian Pillman Jr. Got that ass whooped, as you would expect. Hey man, I think we can wrap this up.
I feel you.
It's midnight. I got work in the morning.
Nah, I feel you. I just want to say, yo, Kip Sabian, when you coming back, bro? Because they got Miro spinning his wheels, bro.
what Kip Sabian gonna do?
Hopefully fight for the title, I guess.
No, I'm not trying to see that.
Hey man, I like this more than Miro trying to be unhinged and being holy man, talking about I'm God's favorite champion. They gotta do something, bro.
You got any music too? It's kind of hard.
I didn't get to hear it, but yeah, hopefully I wake up for AEW next week, man.
Yeah, wow. Unbelievable.
And then oh wait, we have Road Rager predictions, so let's get into that really, really fast.
Let's do it really fast.
Yeah, hold on.
That's possible.
We got QT Marshall and Cody Rhodes in a strap match. Cody
care.
Rhodes.
Cody.
Is I don't care an option because I picked that too?
I don't care is absolutely an option in this situation.
Mark, would you even be tuning into the Road Rager next week?
I don't know. I saw it was at the James L. Knight Center. By that time, conference finals is done. Am I pulling up the James L. Knight Center on a Wednesday? Probably not.
How far is that?
It's a good hour away from me.
Yeah. So no. AEW, I mean, for the AEW Tag Team Championship, we have the Young Bucks versus Eddie Kingston and Pentagon Jr. Let's go with Eddie Kingston and Pentagon Jr.
Oh, wow. I'm going to say the Bucks.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see the Bucks losing 2 times in a row. That's crazy.
I would like to see it, so that's why I'm going with Eddie Kingston and Pentagon Jr.
This is what I want.
Andrade versus Matt Sydal. If Andrade don't win, I'm hitting the Drewski, bro.
There's no way he's not winning. He's winning that match.
Yeah. We have a 6-man tag. No stipulation. No extra gimmick.
Who's involved, man?
Jake Hager, and Pride and Powerful versus.
Don't care. I already don't care.
Versus Wardlow and FTR. I'm gonna go with Wardlow and FTR. We have Orange Cassidy, Chris Statlander versus the Blade and the Bunny if she is cleared to go. I don't think AEW cares, so she'll be there next week.
They clearly don't care, bro.
What? Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander. What the fuck is the Bunny and goddamn the Blade have done recently?
Wow, they're with Matt Hardy.
They ain't doing shit. So that is it for us on this episode of the War Report. Next week we'll start our little special Patreon thing. Great to have Marc here. Fantastic to have you here. Quan and Chan did an amazing job last week on the show. Subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/theashowrnc. You can get shows like Spot Callers, The Invasion Diaries, which features Marc, one of my favorite things. And you get to hear Meals talk about McDonald's prices in 2001, which is like the weirdest facts ever. Two belts reunite for that.
You know, that makes it so much funnier. Like, impending doom is coming as the episodes come on. You know what's about to happen, and you're just like, I kind of want to be on that episode because that's like my birthday is September 12th. I really want to talk about it.
Hey man,
I might have to hit up Meals on that one too.
Yeah. My favorite thing about the Invasion Diaries is that like I didn't know the invasion lasted this long.
Absolutely.
I thought it was like
6 months.
Yeah, I thought it was just like the summer and that was it.
Nah, it really went from March, from Shane announcing he bought WCW all the way until the end of November, and then you had the ripple effects. Well,
low key December if you want to keep it a stack. It kind of went all the way to
that went into Vengeance for the titles.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a little bit of a ripple effect after the invasion was technically done.
Yeah, so you could tap into that, hear Marc and Meals and Justin and a whole bunch of other guests talk about it. You can listen to me and Justin talk about PWG All-Star Weekend 13, which has Walter versus Ricochet, Keith Lee versus Jonah Rock, known as Bronson Reed now. And what else do we have? We have our King of the Ring episode if you ever wanted to hear us talk about King of the Ring 96, where Stone Cold Steve Austin told Jake the Snake Roberts to go bump your Bible, bitch ass nigga, and become a legend. So that is it for us. See you guys next week. Thank you so much, Marc, for being on. It's great to be back on the show, man. So
absolutely,
happy to have you back. I don't want to be a Mike ever again.
You don't want to be what?
I don't want to be the A Mike ever again.
No, I was trying to get you to be A Mike for AEW, but you was just like, nah, this episode's ass outside of the main event. So it is what it is. But see you guys next week. And let's